Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Maya. We've been thinking lately about what other kinds of recipes we could do here in the kitchen. So today we decided that we're going to do our take on Italian chicken, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Normally when you think of an Italian chicken, it's normally mayonnaise, breadcrumbs, bacon, and that's about it. They also use normally chicken breast, I believe it is, or chicken thighs. But I'm going to change this up a little bit. So instead of using the chicken thighs, I'm going to be using chicken legs. We have our mayonnaise already here in the bowl, which was a 12-ounce squeeze bottle container. But to it, I'm going to add some Italian dressing, and I'm going to thin this out to like a egg wash kind of a consistency. To that, I have Italian breadcrumbs here, and we're going to roll that around, and we're going to place them on our baking sheet here with a rack. The reason why I use a rack is to elevate the chicken so the chicken doesn't get soggy, but it also crisps up all around. So we're going to get this started. Plus, I have my oven heating to 350 degrees. While I'm setting this all up. But to begin with, I have, like I say, a 12-ounce bottle of mayo in my bowl here. And I'm going to add about a half a cup each time here, just to I get it down to a consistency that I would believe is kind of like a loose kind of egg wash kind of mixture here. And as you can see, hopefully, it's still a little thick. So we'll add yet another half a cup here of Italian dressing. And this is just a regular house blend Italian dressing. It's nothing special. We'll mix it up here. Okay, now I don't know if you can see. I'm just going to try to get a little closer here so you can see. But as you can see, it just falls right off. That's the kind of consistency that I'm looking for. I'm looking, like I say, for like an egg wash, pancake batter kind of a consistency. Now for our chicken. Like I say, normally it uses chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs. I'm going to switch this up a little bit, and I'm using chicken legs. But before we do anything with our chicken legs, just a reminder that if you handle raw poultry or any type of raw meat, please be sure to always wash your hands and wash your countertops. I have hot soap water off to the side and hand sanitizer off to the side. So once I'm done here, I will wipe everything down once I get it in the oven. But please just make sure you wipe everything down after you're done handling raw chicken. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken legs and we're going to roll it in the mixture, shaking off the excess, and then into our Italian breadcrumbs here. And make sure we get it all nicely coated and right onto our oven rack. You can do this 2 at a time here, speed up the process a little bit. But again, coat our chicken legs, roll them around in our Italian breadcrumbs here. Now, as I said before, we have our oven heating, which it'll be going off here any second. But we have our oven heating to 350 degrees. And we're going to put these in the oven. And it should take probably about legs this size. I would say it'll probably take about a good 10-15 minutes or so. But we'll come back after it's all said and done. But you want to make sure that your internal temperature on your chicken, when you pull it out of the oven, is 165 or greater. There, you can hear my oven just went off. But you're gonna cook these till 165 and until the bread coating here is all nice and golden brown. Okay, and one more here. One more in here. And like I say, you always, once you're done with this process, make sure you wash your hands and wash anything that the chicken has been sitting on. And for me, this will be the whole entire top of my stove here and everything. But all right, I'm just gonna step away off to the side here for a minute and just wash my hands. Okay. So now we have our chicken on our bake sheet. Like I say, I personally like to use a rack in my baking sheet. I just find that if the chicken's not elevated, the bottom, bottom of the chicken where you lay it down, it gets soggy. It doesn't, not the right texture. And we're looking for a crispy chicken here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this in the oven and we're gonna just step away for about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And when we come back, I will show you the final product on our version of an Italian chicken. So we'll be right back. And we're back right now. We're about halfway through the cooking process. I cleaned up my whole area, wiped everything down, but I just wanted to give you just a little bit of what I'm gonna be doing right now. We still got a little ways to go yet on our chicken, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just turn the chicken legs over in my oven here so the other side can get a little bit crispier, but also it'll prevent, like I say, it'll prevent that everything falling to one side of the chicken, because after all, we have our salad dressing base, and what happens is as that bakes, it's all gonna just run down, or not run down, but it's gonna pull, towards the bottom of the chicken. This way, by turning it over or turning it a quarter, towards one direction, it'll prevent that from all sagging down towards the bottom. But so far, our chicken is looking great. It's smelling great. Just to recap what we've done so far, we have the 6 chicken legs with 12 ounces of mayo, 1 cup of Italian dressing, and some Italian breadcrumbs. We rolled it all in there, dipped it in, rolled it in, and we're just finishing our baking process. So we will be back in a little bit to show you the finished product, and let's see how it tastes after that. And we're back. I just wanted to take a minute here while our chicken is finishing up and just talk to you about for just a second. How do you know when your chicken is done? You could look at it and see that if your chicken is done, but that's not the right way to do it. If you've watched my videos before in the past, you know that I've always said, go out and buy yourself one of these. It's an instant read thermometer. It's the best way, the safest way to ensure your food is done properly and to the right temperature. So with poultry, we're looking at a temperature at about 165, or we are looking for 165. So I'm gonna insert it here, and I'll bring these out actually, because it's almost done. You're gonna insert into the thickest part of your chicken leg, which I have here, and I am looking at a temperature of about 180, so that's good. And I'll just come on this side and just check this one real quick. And we're looking at a temperature of about 180, 82 or so. So that tells me then that our chicken is done. So we'll set it out here on the plate. The smell is just unbelievable here. And the breadcrumbs are nice and brown. I'll set this one this way. Let me just move this over and out of the way here. And we'll give that a second to cool off before I try it for you. All right. And I'll just grab an extra plate here so I can set one on there. But we'll just grab one here. Timer's almost going to go off, so you might hear that in the background beeping. But anyways, the chicken, it looks good. The coating is all nice and brown and everything. So let's take a bite and see. It's nice. It's moist. The mayo gives it just a little bit of a tang. Gives it a little bit of a tang, but you also taste the Italian dressing in there. This, like I say, is a really good recipe. It's moist, it's juicy, it's great. So on that note, if you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel or are not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Because without all my subscribers out there, I wouldn't be doing what I love to do, which is cooking. And I wouldn't be here bringing you, these great cooking episodes like this every Monday if it wasn't for all of you guys. So again, thanks for watching. Join me next week, Monday, where, again, as we always say, don't know what we're going to be cooking. But join us. It's going to be fast, fun, and delicious. Until then, everyone, have a great week, and I'll see you then. Bye.